I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around. Well, looks like some other guests have taken over since my mother left.
Did your mother keep gargoyles here?
Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking. She just found them fascinating.
What do you think I'm thinking?
Look at this place. This has to be it.
Yep.
I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I knew.
Hello, this is Valerica, and this is my journal about stuff.
But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at
Yeah.
all this.
Damn.
She must have spent years collecting these components.
Yeah,
And what's this thing?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something.
Oh really? A big circle in the middle of a room? Yeah, no, I think that's just there for decoration.
Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
How about her journal?
You found her journal!
Yes.
Let me take a look at it.
What's the soul Cairn that she mentions?
I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used.
You're really
They end up in
bloody.
the soul cairn.
Yeah. Why did she care where your souls went?
The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself.
If she ever made it, I will find her.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn.
What do we need?
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it.
God.
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
You share her blood, you know?
Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
I already found all the ingredients.
Oh, good. Well then, let's head over to the portal vessel and I'll do the rest.
Yeah.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
I'm ready. I was born ready.
Of course. What is it?
What will we do if we find your mother?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
It sounds like she did everything. I don't know what she was thinking.
Neither do I. She always seemed happy before we heard the prophecy. Then it all changed. She became a different person. They both did.
We won't know until we find her.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then?
Yeah, let's get this portal open.
All right, here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. She actually did it. Created a portal to the soul cairn. Incredible.
Yes! Let's go! Whee! What? Oh no, I can't enter.
Are you
That's
alright?
so strange.
That looked
Yes.
painful.
It was painful.
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The soul cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
So there's no way in then?
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
Are you saying that I need to become a vampire?
Not your first choice, I'd guess?
No, I tried that once. It was bad.
Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
Yeah, no.
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the soul cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're
I would think it's
inside.
too big for that.
Maybe.
That is the only options.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done.
Thanks.
I know that better than anybody.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you made up your mind?
Yes. Your mother maintained quite a laboratory.
I had no idea her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here.
What did she research?
Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy.
To the what end?
I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire.
Huh. Anything you can tell me about the Soul Cairn?
The Soul Cairn is a tiny sliver of oblivion, the realm of the Daedra. It's ruled by unseen beings known as the Ideal Masters.
Why was your mother so fascinated by it?
Honestly, I don't know. Necromancers are always interested in souls, though, so that probably has some kind of interest.
Huh. What exactly are the Ideal Masters?
Nobody really knows. As far as I've heard, no one's seen them and returned to Tamriel to tell about it.
Then how are you sure they even exist?
I've read stories. Stories about fools that manage to communicate with them. You give the Ideal Masters souls, they give you powers to summon the undead. It's all very businesslike.
Fools. Why do you say that?
Because most of the stories end with the Ideal Masters duping the necromancers, who end up dead or wishing they were dead.
Alright then. I'll become a vampire.
Are you sure? I'm willing to turn you, but you need to think it through.
Yeah.
You'd become the very thing you've sworn to destroy.
It's
I don't know how the
fine.
Dawnguard will react.
I know how to cure myself. I'm ready.
Turning someone is a very personal thing for vampires. It's intimate. For us.
Okay.
I don't want you to feel like I'm forcing you into this.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. In that case, I'm glad you're the one doing it.
Thank you.
You're
Let's
welcome,
not waste
I
too much
guess.
time then. I promise to try and make this as painless as possible.
I'm glad you
Hold
laughed
still.
at, and I'm so glad you remember this. Oh god, it made me partially bald. God damn it. Okay. I look great. Let's
Right
go.
behind you.
Are you ready? Good.
Lead on.
Yay! Here we are. Oh god, I hate being a vampire. Also, what sunlight? It doesn't. Are you okay? Are you fine?
Ugh, the smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
I wonder what they smell. What do souls smell like? What does it? It just looks like it smells like nothing, like just freaking desert.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this.
Of course, I'll help you.
Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long.
Stop
You have
running
to
into
save him.
people.
A place like this will change you.
Huh. How can I
Arvak?
help him?
Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
I'll find him, don't worry about it.
Mother? Mother!
Maker. It can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him. To make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
What do you want?
So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter?
How do you know I'm a
Pains me to think you'd
vampire?
travel with Serana under the guise of
Not
her
that I'm wearing
protector
the armor
in
or
an effort
anything.
to hunt me down.
just wanna hunt down an Elder Scroll. There's no rules, I wanna keep her safe.
Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
That's why I'm here, for the Elder Scroll.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
Uh-huh. What do you mean?
When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
Okay.
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
Okay. Serana underwent the switch so willingly?
It was expected of her, just as it was expected of me.
That sounds like
Being
shit.
selected as an offering to Molig Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared turn her back on that.
The tyranny of the sun requires Serana's blood then.
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
Are you saying Harkon means to kill her?
If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
I would never allow that to happen.
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him?
I'm gonna kill Serana and then you. I kill Harkon.
If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally
Also,
suspected.
doesn't he just need
Don't
a
you think
daughter
I
of
weighed
Cold
that option
Harbor?
before I enacted
Aren't
my
there
plans?
more around than his daughter? I'm sure it would be quote-unquote easy to find one. In Serana's opinion on this?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight.
That
Whether or not
says
you've become one of
you.
us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart.
I
You're
just
here
joined them
because
because
we're
I was sick and
abominations
tired
in
of
your
Dark
mind.
Brotherhood.
Evil creatures that need to be destroyed.
Serana believes in me, why won't you?
Serana? This stranger
Please
aligns
defend your
herself with
best
those that
friend.
would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to her.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
Yes, tell her.
Dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes the moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
Thank you so much. Do you have the Elder Scroll with you?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
Okay, what do we need to do?
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
Okay, we'll return soon.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the Cairn. Be wary of him.
I will
The Ideal
try.
Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
Well, I'm not that big of a threat. Don't worry about it.
Be
Have
careful,
fun.
and keep my daughter safe.
Of course, I'll do that. Have a nice day.